Welcome back. In this video we will talk about the main factors, that data collection. There is no data, how to collect data, where to get data, and what is the research community. So, after learning this course, what is next? So, next is you can apply learning analytics in your context. If you are a teacher, please apply it. If you are a student, you can apply learning analytics if you collect data something, and you do data collection, testing. That is the next thing to do. And that is if your interest is towards doing a research in LA, collect data, different research questions, and do testing and apply it and write publish papers. That is what I want. I'll be happy if you do that. And if no, I am not a researcher, I just joined this course to know what is the basics in ML algorithms, what is data means. So, to go and explore advanced topics, I was telling in last video that you can go to each video and talk about resources, how you can find your own resources in the internet and read it. If you are interested in the tools or data collection, you are looking at a job in entry level jobs in a data science career, I would recommend you to go and learn more tools, apply ML in different domains and create a repository where you have applied data, you created models, and maybe create a GitHub libraries, or create a web page where you applied what you learned, and you then apply for job. Then that might be easier to get a job. So, that is the whole idea of three directions you can go. One is I want just to know more about machine learning. 3 topics, I want to do research, and you want to looking for data science job. Do not just stop with our learning domain, apply for other domains or more about tools. This is all interesting. I will talk about what tools is industry use and everything, how to find it out. I will talk about that in the next video. In this video I will talk about research kind of flavor in LA. So, the general question everybody asks is, I do not have data, I do not have system, I am not expert in writing scripts, I do not know data, which data to collect, where to collect data. There are plenty of data already available in online like a Kaggle or a data shop, everything is available, but that will not answer the research question you are looking for. If you are trying to answer a particular research question, I would recommend you create your own system and collect data. But yeah, not everybody is a computer science engineer, I do not have system to collect data, that is perfectly alright. The only thing is due to advance in computer science field, there is no need to be that you try to know programming to create the environment, the things are changing. In the other end, and I see people, lot of students, especially 3rd year and 4th year students, 3rd years final year students in different departments, engineering or science, they always come and ask you looking for, I want to work in a real problem, computer science, mechanical, civil, electronics, does not matter which department, visual communication, they all want to learn programming and they want to create something. So, if you have access to students, give this as a challenge, give this as a work, ask the students to create a system, ask the students to create a front end back end system, maybe Django with Python or Node.js, Ruby on Rails, something like that. Ask the students to create system where server client communication is already established, and ask the students to observe all the clickstream data in the client, store it in a MongoDB or any structured SQL. The students understand all those things and ask them to create. The moment you ask them to create this kind of data, they will be very happy to do it because it is a real world problem. I see a lot of students come to me saying that, yeah, I want a data, I want to do something in machine learning in EdTech, I want to do, and they look from me as a data. I said no, I do not give data to anyone. The reason is it is the data I collected based on my understanding, and I can give some data, but it will not serve a purpose. If I give a data to you and you click something, few clicks in the machine learning tool and you create something, that is not going to be any learning. Anyone can do that, that we do not need a complete understanding of what is each mode and everything. For research, you have to come up with your research question and what data to collect and how to use the data to answer your research question. So, look for people, students especially who are in the 3rd and 4th year students who are they are interested to work on a real problem, give them this as a problem and they will help you. If you are a student already, you are looking for it, take this as a challenge and create a system, check for Django Python or Node.js or anything which is latest and recent, and and try to create a system where server client communication happens. All the clients clickstream data like watching video, reading page, everything clicks has been copied, moved to the server located, then test it with your network, and if it works, upload it in some digital clouds. There are free clouds available for students, for the student ID they have some free clouds available. Use those services, upload it and conduct study. This is how you have to start. If you say I want to start only with the data and extract features, that is not really good. If I created a system, I collected data, I answered this question, the prospect increases and your job market also is there a lot for you. If you are a researcher, you are looking for this data, you are creating a new system, you are contributing something new to the community saying that this is our system, and your name comes up in, oh, there is a system created and there is a data collected and there is a study done. So, you are establishing a research network within using your system. So, I always recommend go for that, but no, I do not care about that. I just want to apply ML algorithm on XYZ data. That is not learning analytics especially. I was thinking you need to know what data to collect, but you do not want that. I just want to do that. I would say go to online resources. Learning analytics is more about which data to collect, why, and write a simple scripts. In the very simple way, what you can do, you can create a Google sites. It's easy to create. There is no programming knowledge needed to create a Google sites. You create multiple pages and you can add videos, and you can ask the students to go and take a quiz, and you can write a simple small script in the Google which captures all the students clicks. I would recommend you go and check that, how to do that, ask the students to do it. That is all, you can start with that. So, if you are interested in one particular environment, say I just looked at this paper, this environment is available, I want to use it, contact the authors. They might be happy to share, some will be happy to share. If it requires lot of training and onboarding process, they will not do it. But if it is available freely online, talk to the researcher will be happy to share, as long as you acknowledge them and you inform them what are they doing with that, you are looking for data, they will be happy to share. So, contact those authors, they will be happy to share, but make sure that what you want and what is the data and talk to them in detail. Simply I want this system will not help. You have to give a detail why did you read it, what you are planning to do, give those interesting, you were kind of some synthesis on that interest toward that particular environment which you read in a particular research paper, go and talk to the authors. That is the one way you can do. I actually do that with couple of authors who created environments, because I do not myself create environments as such as of now. And more about after that, you should know what is feature extraction and models from the research questions and solving it is what learning analytics. It is not just applying ML on XYZ data. Okay. So, I do not care about all, I just want a data. Go to data shop, Penn State Learning Center created something called data shop. It just hosted in a CMU site. Go there, look at the data, register yourself. You have to contribute a data, but fine, if you are not contributing, you can access to a basics data. Look at the data shop, there are lot of data from all the resources, most of the resources in a academic learning environments uploaded there, can use it. And the thing is, the data available to use, that you will not get more data. If you want to do another kind of research, you will not be able to do it, but with that data you have to live with that, and you have to answer research question on that. Other good resources, Kaggle now and then, even now they always upload hundred thousands of users data, click streams, lot of data has been uploaded in Kaggle, and that Kaggle data is also useful. You can do download the data, you can ask a different research question from the what asked in the Kaggle. So, yeah, do that, but Kaggle may not allow all the data can be freely used and for research purpose. So, check the constraints and talk to the developer if you are interested in analyzing the data for some other thing, something else, get the permission. Okay. That will be needed for the publications. If publisher find out this data is not yours and Kaggle's, and they will check whether you got a permission from Kaggle or not. I talked about in the last video also, no, we did not talk about linear regression, naive Bayes, relation to these three, I did not talk in detail on logistic regression. So, I again repeat that, go and watch the videos. I request you to watch Andrew Ng's video to understand what is this three things. If not, any resource talks about machine learning, hyperparameters books or videos will be good. Okay. And now come to the research areas in LA. LA is just a topic, you know, what I was trying to say is I collect data, apply some machine learning. What is the areas I want to do? The basic thing everybody does is, you know, modeling learners performance, modeling learners engagement, modeling learners skill in an environment, modeling learners to predict their performance, to NSEM mark, something like that. Or engagement is something new, and it has been for some time, but people are working newly on engagement to say how multiple environments is getting the engagement of student in one place. Or content analytics, education is all about content, right? You are giving a video, you are giving about text, not just the interaction, that also the content. So, a lot of people do on content analytics, just check the content also. Or you can apply machine learning and you can apply pattern mining algorithms, and you extract the strategies based on students interaction data. What are the strategy difference between high performer versus low performer, like a DSM, differential sequence mining, you can do that. Lot of people do research on a privacy, how to store data, what is, you know, ethics in privacy also. There are a lot of research papers published on that, look at those papers. I talked about affective computing in a multimodal learning analytics introduction. So, yeah, you can do the multimodal. People also do a data visualization like a dashboard, they innovatively come up with the new things, how it is useful for something. You saw the ISAT, you know, ISAT is kind of a new direction in the data visualization in the learning analytics community. And last decade people talk about self-regulated learning, and it is advanced topic. It is not just one data, it includes data from multiple channels, you know, and multimodality of data, and you have to analyze that to create a self-regulated learning model. And you know, the advanced topic is, you know, intelligent tutoring systems or personalized adaptive learning environments, where you not only predict it and you are prescribing because just suggesting something new to students to achieve something. And true intelligent learning environment which should be completely, you know, free from any fixed set of rules not exist in the world. A lot of people do ITS, intelligent tutoring system, just based on the performance in the current exam, not even the history of performance. The successful ITS all do only the performance based adaptation. So, you can do something on that angle also. Okay. How do we know about these research areas, from where, how do we get it? I will tell you. What I did, I went and checked the EDM, education data mining and LAK groups. These are the conference proceedings available. This is the EDM, this is the EDM conference resource, you can go and check it out. And look at the abstract papers, and all this EDM conference papers free for everyone. Look at those abstract papers and check what is the title. From the title you understand what is the topic I was talking about. Similarly for LAC, they put all their, you know, things in the solo search that they own the community. What I would say is to go and look at the paper. If you do not have access to paper, check the title in the Google Scholar and see Google Scholar might give you the PDF access. And if you do not have, further look at the similar papers with the same authors which have access to you. Nowadays most researchers, most authors upload their papers in their own personal web page, go and check the personal page or the research kit, it is all happening. People are moving towards more open and open compared to, you know, keeping it for a cost. There is no need to pay to a, you know, journal unless it is necessary important. What happens is you can talk to a researcher and you can find out the similar research publications by the same researcher, it will be available, go and read that. Educational keep completely open source, Solar Search also completely going open source. So, yeah, you can get a lot of open source data. Check papers in these communities. Other conferences which are really interesting is AIED, Artificial Intelligence in Education. It happens every year now. So, look at those conferences, or Intelligent Tutoring Systems. This also does something in, you know, learning analytics, modeling students to provide something. These are, you know, these are international community, EDM, LAK, this, and there is something called, you know, so Asia specific things called for Asian International Conference on Computers in Education. This is by a group 6ASC in Asia, and so check this, not 6ASC, APCSC, so Asia. So, check this website also, International Conference in Computers, International Conference on Computers in Education. and each of these guys have their own associated journal, IJED, RPTEL, JEDM, Journal of EDM, or LAC journal, or there is something called ICALD. There is a good conference called ICALD. There is also international, they have a conference on IEEE transactions called TLT, or IEEE transactions on affective computing, AC, transactions on affective computing, transactions on learning technology. There are a lot of journals, associated journals. When you look at this conference, you might see get the associated journal names. Look at those papers and get the research field. If you are looking for which research topic to start in LA, or if you are looking for which topic to start in LA, I would request you to go and read last 2 years conference proceedings of EDM and LAK, not whole proceedings, just look at the title and abstract. If you by reading it, you will come to know where is your interest. For last 3 years, 2018, 19, 23 years is a good time to start, and look at it last 3 years conference abstract and proceedings, you will understand what is the topic is about. Then pick the topic which you are interested in and topic which you can do research on, which topics which you can collect data, you have access to those resources. Depending on that, choose the topic. These are some other good interesting conferences where you can publish your work. So, that is about LA community. In India, we have we run this conference called IEEE conference on technology for education. It is mostly technology, but we also do have separate separate stream for learning analytics in it. So, if you are interested in Indian conference, look for this T4E and check those papers. It is all open access after 1 year. So, check those papers. Also ACM group in India conduct a conference on computer education, so check those papers also. And there is a lot of reputed research labs in India, for example IBM or Wipro or Adobe, they publish papers in an international forum. It is not that there is no education research or learning and research is not happening in India. There are a lot of good companies for education initiatives do research in this area. All the commercial companies also do research in this area and publish papers in international forums. So, look at those companies articles if it is available online. Okay. Thank you.